Oh my goodness me, guys, we are back and we can only do one chapter for each of the following girls. So, and welcome. My name is Yuusha Anime and welcome back to Princess Evangile W Happiness. Now, I am kind of stuck between choosing two characters on this, and I'm stuck between Luriko and Tamie because they were both my preferred favourites from the original story as far as I enjoyed them. But I know you guys want me to do Luriko, and I love Panterbell because he's Panterbell. So guys, Ikimishouka. Yes! Panterbell's big escape. Go Panterbell! Okay, that's actually pretty funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's adorable. It's adorable! Hello, Luriko, how are you? Oh, she didn't wake up with Panterbell? Oh yeah, I know this is going to be really awkward because my microphone doesn't sound the same. I apologise if you don't know at all yet, but because I'm in a new room, it's very echoey. It's much more echoey than my last room. It's bigger as well, so I'm going to have to find some way to improve that in the future. So just bear with me on that one, guys. Hey, there's Panterbell! Aww. Cool. I'm trying to take a screenshot because it's so adorable. It's not letting me. That's it. Cute. Oh, wait, is this all going to be segments of Luriko? It is. What? Yep. Oh my, she made... just seeing the CG made me sleepy. She had made it a habit of holding Panterbell close to her heart as she slept. Despite how muggy the summer months had been, she felt so secure when holding Panterbell's soft fluffy body. However, Panterbell was nowhere to be found. There he is. Cool. As if greeting her, Panterbell bounced up on his hind legs and slipped under the blankets. My man Panterbell always at work. You know me, man. You know I gotta just try and snuggle between those boobies. I'm not gonna question it. As if greeting her, Panterbell bounced up on his hind legs. Oh yeah, under the blankets. She was so relieved to see him, she hugged him tightly to her chest. The feel of Panterbell's warm body pressed against her ample bosom was soothing. Aww. No. Jots. 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 More jots.
あら、まさやさんったらこのところ随分と食欲旺盛なのね。
I think my uncle's put on the freaking music. Yeah. Man, once we made it through the premiere judgment safely, I felt so relieved that my appetite kicked into overdrive.
私もだわ。しかも満場一致のおまけ付きで、私としても鼻が高いというものよ。うん、千穂さんとルリコさんだわ。私たちも行きましょうよ。
Yeah, well, sure. We grabbed our trays and stood from our seats.
ごきげんよう。あ、こんにちは。
You alright?
ごきげんよう。
Oh wow, I'm so happy Panterbell's got his own little CG like that now. That's awesome. Panterbell got up on his hind legs to greet us. He really was quite clever. Yeah, he's got a top hat as well. He's a pimp. We took our seats and Chiho turned to face Luriko-san.
それで、どうかしたの今日は。
Yeah. Oh?
あら、何かあったの？何かがあったってわけじゃないんだけど、今日のルリコさん、ちょっと元気がなかったみたいだから。
Oh.
あら。
Well, what's up? Is there something getting to you?
食欲がないの？
Lisa-san looked down at Ruriko's lunch.
ご飯はちゃんと減っているわね。いえ、夏バテではないんです。私、暑さには強いんですよ。
Hmm? You are? That's kind of unexpected.
意外でしょうか。
Don't know. Well, how should I put it? Ruriko-san wasn't fat by any stretch of the imagination, just a fact was so true, I'd swear by it. However, it was also true that she had white hair on her body which bulged out exceptionally so. Well, shit. We got caught. Rather than... Oh, it looks excruciating.
あんた、どこ見てるの？
I mean, I was just thinking, the meatballs in this Chinese soup Ruriko-san ordered sure look tasty.
とても美味しいですよ。まさやさん、
Safe.
お一ついかがですか？
Can I?
はい。
God damn it. Her mannerism seemed so natural, I went along with it without thinking.
いかがですか？
Oishii.
それは良かったです。丹精込めて作った甲斐がありました。ルリコさんが作ったわけじゃないでしょ。冗談です。
Why is she so innocent? This is weird. This is much
あら何
different than I
よ。
thought.
じゃあ私だって。
Oh, Lisa. She shoved the spoon into my mouth. Ow.
私も。
Not the fork, please.
何やってるの？
Even Tamio's like, what the
口
hell
か
are you
らフ
doing?
ォークやらスプーンやら突き出して。
Spoons as well, it's not just forks. Now, Tamio-san.
手品の練習？
No.
手品って？
This is...
ほら前に養老ホームかなんかの人が来たじゃない。
Nope.
あの時マサヤさん手品ができるとか言っていたし、いやー、いろんな特技を持っている人だわ。
I don't remember that. I actually don't remember that.
手品の練習ってわけじゃなかったみたいね。っていうか、3人ともいい加減引っ込めてあげなさいって。
Thank you, Tamio. You're saving my life now. With Tamio-san's proclamation, I was finally liberated from the foreign objects inside my mouth.
で、何
Phrase
し
that
てい
bit
たの？
better, please.
その、あんなど
Oh, damn it.
ずーっとそんなことやっていたの？相変わらずモテモテじゃない。
It wasn't my fault.
ずっとってわけじゃなくて、何の話をしていたんだっけ？
Okay, Tamio. Okay.
ルリコさんが元気がないって。
Chiho-san. Damn it.
ああ、そうそう、その
Yeah, that was the
話を。
original one.
それで、どうなの、ルリコさん？元気がないというわけではないのですが、ちょっと気になることがありまして。気になること？
Mm-hmm.
パンターベルです。
All eyes turned to Panterbell.
私、夜はいつもパンターベルと一緒に寝ているのですが。今の季節も？
Mm-hmm.
はい。こんなにモフモフで。
Woof, woof.
ちょっと暑そうではあるけど。
Tamio-san tickled Panterbell's chin. Aww. Got you. Oh my god, that is a brilliant little image of Panterbell. Look at that. That's so adorable. Panterbell was in heaven. Tengoku. Sitting outside, it didn't look like anything was especially out of the ordinary about Panterbell. Tamio-san seemed to have thought the same thing.
パンクはいつも通りみたいだけど。パンクがどうかしたの？
Panterbell.
明け方、ふと目が覚めたらパンターベルがいなかったんです。
Yeah.
すぐに戻ってきてくれましたが、連続でそんなことがあって。私、
Damn it. Do you know where he went?
どこに行っているかはわからないのですが。
Then why don't we see? Maybe he's going outside then?
あ、はい。窓から出入りしていたので。
Hmm. Sorry. I run my finger over Panterbell's rear paws. After giving it some thought, I realised Panterbell had been supporting himself in his hind legs for quite some time, so he may have been stronger than he looks. Panterbell can open windows. That's incredible. Bloody hell, Panterbell, you really are a bit... You know it, buddy. Damn it.
暑くなってくると窓を開けて寝ているんです。
I see. Isn't that dangerous?
マサヤ、ここは
Oh, yeah,
バ
this
ン
is
サール
Van
の
Sands.
敷地よ。物騒なことなんて何もないんだって。
I don't know, there could be aggressive lesbians for all I know, I don't know. I see, yeah, I guess you're right. With a long face, Ludoka-san shifted her attention back to Panterbell, who was now perched happily on her shoulder.
バンセンヌの敷地にいる限りは安心です。
Aw, even Panterbell's worried.
それでも少し気になってしまって。彼女でもできたのかしらね。
Maybe. Oh, look at that, his face went right up with that.
男の子だったのでしょうか。
You keep calling me... Actually, no, I was going to say she keeps calling him a he, but she never actually called him a he. It's just the prime way of the language, actually. It's mainly male until there's a female sort of presence involved with an object or an animal, if I remember correctly.
それは
Or
あ
an
なた
unknown
が聞いて
person.
どうするのよ。
Shiranai hito.
それもそうでした。
In reality, Panterbell was a creature shrouded in mystery. Yes, he always has been. Oh well, not sweating the little things was one of Ludoka-san's charms.
まあ、ちゃんと戻ってきているなら大丈夫じゃない？あんまり続くようならまた何か考えましょうよ。
She intervened and Ludoka-san nodded in response.
はい。
Oh, we need a closing ceremony. Here we go then. It was Friday night. I headed towards the recreation room intent on watching a movie that was playing on TV. I had a television in my room too, but if any of the other dorm residents were interested in the same film, perhaps we could all watch it together. Oh, you're also a boy. I know they're very accepting of the idea of having boys, but being in the room is another step. Oh, Ludoka-san.
あら、マサヤさん、ごきげんよう。
Gokigenyo. Good evening. Did you also get to watch Commando vs Terminator, Ludoka-san? What? TV wasn't oh. Damn it. It's not on. It's not turned on. Come to think of it, the high-class ladies of Van Sands, Ludoka-san being one of them, probably wouldn't watch an action movie. Why not? I wondered about that. Why did they never watch action movies? I picked up the remote control.
マサヤさんはテレビを見に来たんですね。
Yeah, what about you?
私はこれです。
Ludoka-san gestured to the teapot on the table.
マサヤさんも一杯いかがですか？
Yeah, why not? No, no, I won't be able to sleep if I do. Oh, damn it. That's black tea, right?
はい。
Ooh. Are you the type who could drink tea before bed and be just fine?
いいえ、それが目が冴えて眠れなくなってしまうんです。
So then why are you drinking it this late at night?
今夜はちょっと夜更かしをしないといけないので。
Right. Why? That sort of behaviour wasn't unusual for ordinary students, but this was Vincent's we were talking about. Oh, I know what she's doing. She's going to try and see if she can stay awake long enough to see where Panterbell's going. Night owls were few and far between here, so while there were no set time for lights out, I had never seen anyone oversleep. Heck, I was probably the only one on campus who'd ever oversleep and be late. There's no way a pure proper lady like Ludoka-san would ever do something like that. Maybe. She had an open-hearted, friendly personality, so it's easy for it to slip your mind. But Ludoka-san was the only daughter of the Kamiyagi root. That's right, she was. And if I remember, we ended her forced marriage that was almost about to happen. I remember that because I think I'm trying to remember if we punched out the guy or if we got slapped up by someone. I'm trying to remember. I know that Messiah won in the end anyway. It was a long time ago, almost 2 years. Have mercy. Whenever she went outside, she always had a good bodyguard with her. And not long ago, her parents had arranged for Ludoka-san to be married. Why do you need to stay up late? I was far more interested in this than the movie, and it turned my attention to Ludoka-san. Yep.
この前お話し ししました。パンターベルの脱走についてなのですが。
That's still going on? Ludwig-san nodded. I gently pat Panterbell on his head with my fingertip. Hey, where in the world do you keep running off to? Panterbell just wagged his tail and tilted his head at me. Maybe he really had got himself a girlfriend. If so, it kind of made me feel like he beat me to the punch. No! I got beaten by Panterbell! No! Get on my level, player.
昨日も起きていようと頑張ったんですが、やっぱり眠くなってしまって。普段が規則正しいせいでしょうか。もともと夜更かしも得意ではないのですが。
No, I can easily stay awake late, and that's the problem. I work late. Yeah, that is the sort of impression I get from you.
それで今夜は紅茶でも飲んで頑張ってみるつもりです。
Could you try tying Panterbell up somewhere?
それもかわいそうですからね。
Yeah, that is kind of evil. I guess that's true.
あるいはパンターベルも苦しくなってきたんでしょうか。
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm right here.
あら、私ったら殿方のいる前で。
But is that related to this somehow?
寝るときはいつも胸に抱くようにしていますので。
I see. You did mention that before, didn't you? When everyone went outside together. No. Oh, wait. Oh! Oh, I can choose whether to see the thing or not. Oh, okay. Actually, recall what happened. I'm trying to remember. I don't know about animals. I should check. I quickly asked the driver, then came right back. The driver doesn't mind as long as he behaves.
そうですか。もちろんパンターベルはそんなことしませんよ。
I'm trying to remember what happened. Cool.
いざとなったらマフラーとか言い張ってみるとかね。
Oh, wait, I might remember something like this.
パンターベルって本当に暖かいんですよ。一緒に寝ていると
Yes,
冬
you
なんかは
did
助かり
say
ます。
that. Bloody hell. Wow, you sleep together? Yes, I do remember this.
夏は暑いですけど。
When holding someone's just like a pillow, it is
抱
terribly
き
weird.
枕みたい
Yes,
で
she did
胸
say
で抱
that.
き
I
しめている
remember
と
now.
なんだか安心できるんです。
Wow. But yes, yes, I remember now. It's because of this line. It's like, Panterbell, you lucky dog. Gets more or pie than I ever would. That was so much fun.
あの時は楽しかったですよね。
Oh yeah. They thought the same thing at the same time. That made me strangely happy. We should have a heartwarming laugh to get. Uh-oh, this is gonna get awkward real quick. That alone was enough to make my heart quiver. But if he's just hot, then he shouldn't be going outside over it, should he?
ですよね。なので今夜はずっと起きていて、パンターベルが起き出したらそっと後を追うつもりです。
Where in the world was Panterbell sneaking off to? Well, timing as I'd say could have been right on the money.
もしパンターベルが一足先に大人になってしまったのだと。
There'll be baby Panterbells everywhere. Indeed. Panterbell looked up between me and Noriko-san. Okay, do your best. Let me know how it turns out tomorrow.
はい。
And... Oh, that is cute though. That is still cute. Still adorable. And we're at the closing ceremony. Boop. The next day, Saturday, was the closing ceremony. Today marked the end of the first term. Really? Thank goodness. I was glad I hadn't ended up expelled in the first term. Made it through the premiere judgment and would be able to attend Vincennes until at least the end of the school year. Oh, so this is right. Yeah, I know what this is now. Bloody hell, that's like not even halfway through the game. If I remember, that's after we played that board game and we saw someone have a nightmare. I'm trying to remember. I think that was Messiah. Yeah, Hiccup's Messiah. I remember that one now, because that's how he got Scar on his back. And would be, yeah, I read that. That also meant I can live in my precious dorm for another 8 months. I could eat as much delicious food as I wanted, and I could continue to experience the fun school life. Furthermore, I'll be with Ludicrous-san too. Wait! Why was Ludicrous-san the first thing that popped into my mind? Girlfriend? What are those? Are they tasting me? Is he trying to think of... He's trying to think of what she'd say. If she said, do you know what a girlfriend is? Mild, appalling lifestyle made a complete 180, and I had now had a few female friends. And among them all, Ludicrous-san was the first to come to mind. I didn't think she and I were especially close compared to the others, though. Oh, slack off, I'll be late again. Dudes.
ごきげんよ
ごきげんよ。
う。明日からはいよいよ夏休みね。
Mm-hmm.
と言ってもどこに出かけるわけでもないけれど。
What? I'm sorry, I'm just yawning a lot. Oh god, I really am yawning a lot. I must not have got enough sleep. Lisa-san, you aren't going to back to visit your parents' place in Tokyo? She had mentioned something like that before. Well, I know a few reasons about that part, because it's a bit complicated. I remember.
マサヤさんもよね。
Yeah.
夏休みになるとひっそりとしてしまって寂しいものよ。まあすぐに切り上げて戻ってくる人も多いのですけどね。
Duds. When the closing ceremony ended, all of us decided to go eat together. Don't you feel so much more at ease after the closing ceremony is over?
本当に。
It wasn't like this at all last year, though. Every day I'd rush to my after-school job. The after-school job, the second class is ended. The usual group had gathered together. Suddenly I noticed Ludicrous-san's eyes had begun to droop.
やっぱりちょっとダメみたい。
Oh, she tried. She tried.
すみません。今日はパスさせてください。眠くて眠くて。ちょっと部屋に戻るってこと？はい。ベッドに
Tail spin.
切り逃げはしないでいいでしょう。ではごきげんよう。
Oh. Stop making me yawn! Oh. Ludicrous-san left while covering her mouth, stifling a yawn.
あらら、言っちゃった。まあ、今日はずいぶん眠そうにしていたけれど。
I know the reason.
朝から？うん。終業式でもこっくりこっく
I
りし
wonder
ていた
how
のよ。
Mitsuki would actually be as a
校
Ruth,
長
though.
先生、
I wonder what her
怖い
one
顔
would
し
be
てい
like.
たわよ。
Oh.
珍しいこともあるものね。
I wonder how everything turned out last night. I watched Ludicrous-san as she staggered off into the distance. I'll ask her about it later. Okay, dots. More dots. And even more dots. We got in touch via email, then met up in the recreation room later that night.
ごきげんよう。
Okay, yeah. Stop yawning. God damn it. Why am I so sleepy? Good evening. Ludicrous-san was sitting on the sofa and greeted me gracefully.
ゆうべの件ですよね。
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
結局うまくいかなかったんです。
Umaku. Did you fall asleep?
いいえ、紅茶の効き目が強くて起きていられたのですが。
Ludicrous-san sighed heavily.
私、本当に運動
You
神
can
経
do
が
swimming
な
though,
くて。
can't you? Huh?
パンターベルは夜中になると、
Oh.
やはり窓から出ていきました。
So he did try and sneak out through there.
それで私、急いで部屋の外に出て廊下を少しも進まないうちに転んでしまったんです。
Oh. She lifted her skirt a bit to show me her bandaged kneecap. You okay? Seeing a foreign object taped to her delicate white skin was oddly difficult to bear.
痛みはありません。
Thank goodness.
座小僧をすりむくなんてちっちゃな頃以来のことです。なんだか懐かしくなってしまいました。
Do you know what? It's probably because I need to turn on the light in this room. I'm in a dark room at the second. Hold on, let me turn on the light. That's probably why I'm yawning so much. It's probably because it's straining my eyes. I don't know. There we go. Still got the noisy shadow. She was able to brush off her accident like it was nothing. I believe that just exemplified how wonderful her personality was. On top of all that, she was beautiful. She was a beautiful, rich and refined lady. How to describe her? Yurika-san was utterly impeccable.
転んで「あいたたた」と思っているうちに時間も経ってしまったので、夕べは断念したんです。
Let's see. Wait, what? Can you actually go out in the middle of the night? There was a small room adjacent to the dorm's entrance which acted similar to an apartment building's administrative office and a teacher's man in shifts. Oh, she would definitely be questioned if she tried to come and go at strange hours.
おそらくはというのは夜遅くになると先生も休んで
There's
しま
no
うそうなので
security? What? Oh, that makes sense. The coexistence of strictness and lenience was a notable characteristic of Vincent.
玄関を出てすぐに寮の裏手に回りパンターベルを追いかけるという計画だったのですが、
She sighed and pet Panterbell's back. Aww. He's enjoying that. Panterbell looked comfortable, completely unaware of his owner's frustration.
私今日も起きていようと思います。お昼寝をしたせいか全然眠くないですし。
Okay, you seem really bothered by all this.
そうですね。パンターベルのことですし。本当は私、明日実家に帰省する予定だったんです。
Oh?
でも先に宿題を進めたいからと言って嘘をついて予定を遅らせることにしました。
Okay. She appeared to be serious about this, in which case... Oh, Piada. Yeah, following Panterbell, it would be dangerous if you tripped again too.
まあそれはありがとうございます。私嬉しいです。
Having her tell me that straight to my face made me blush. Made the suggestion I made the suggestion on impulse, but if it made her happy, then I was happy too.
では今夜はパンターベルと3人でカバン主になるわけですね。あらあらあら。
No, huh? Oh no, I'll wait outside.
そうなのですか。
Why do I feel so disappointed? Was it because I wanted to try sleeping alongside them? If it were with Nuriko-san, it only made why I felt stronger. Hey listen, put the tent down. But our relationship wasn't anything like that. Well, I think waiting outside your room would make following Panterbell easier.
それもそうですね。
The way she smiled and promptly agreed with me was both a relief and a disappointment. Around what time does this usually happen?
夕べは2時過ぎでした。いつもそのくらいの時間帯なのかもしれません。
Okay. 2 o'clock, huh? Guess I'll have to drink some tea myself.
では私が入れて差し上げますね。
Thank you.
茶葉をポットに入れるとき、
ポッチャ
私の情念も入れておきますので。
Passion?
茶葉と一緒に
茶葉。
情念もジャンピングです。
I believe she had said something like that once before. I didn't get quite what she meant, but whatever the case, I didn't get a bad feeling from it. That usually means you're gonna live. After I had my fill of the black tea Nuriko-san brewed for me, 2 o'clock had drawn close at hand. Sneaking out as a piece of cake since my room was on the first floor. I went out the veranda, then migrated to the location we had previously guessed Panterbell would escape from. Before long, a shadow of some sort descended down the wall, illuminated by the moonlight. It's Panterbell! that time. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. That was funny. God damn it, Panterbell. He's like, what's up, player? Ooh. Panterbell didn't look it, but he was incredibly agile. He swiftly made his way down the ground, turned around, and started to run off somewhere. And that's my phone. My cell phone, which I'd put on vibrate, buzzed. Hello? Okay. Yeah, I spotted him. I'll follow him now. Hmm? Okay, you're okay. If we stayed in constant contact and navigated the area, she would likely be able to catch up to me. There's no need for you to be rushed, okay? Jones. Oh, he's gone up... Where is this? Came upon a winding path while following the small yet nimble shadow. I never knew we had a hilly road like this on campus. Yeah, going up some kind of mountain path? I answered in a low voice. I couldn't really tell whether Panterbell had noticed me or not. Do you know about it? The lodge? There's something like that on campus? Oh, this is before we climbed here, okay. That's fan sense for you. Okay. Dirt. Panterbell was ascending the mountain path with no hesitation in his step. I could sense he had a destination in mind, and most of all, he seemed very familiar with this trail. This must be the place where he was running off to every night. Dirt. I looked back, but I still couldn't see any signs of Ludicrous-san. Well, there was a building like this here. I wondered if everyone stayed here during summer vacation. There wasn't a soul around, it was deathly silent. Panterbell's destination did not appear to be the lodge, as he changed course without hesitation. Where is he going? Ludicrous... Huh? Double headphones. What the... I could hear peculiar breathing from the other end. This voice... My appetite was suddenly stirred. I forgot about chasing after Panterbell and pushed the phone hard up to my ear. My lower body was tingling from anticipation. Oh, for God's sake! Really? Really? After suddenly adjusting my pants, I tilted my head in confusion. What in the world is going on with Ludicrous-san? I don't know! Kudoshi. Oh. Walking got to be too intense for her and she's just out of breath. That's all it was, her voice was way too erotic. Eroi wasagi da. Ludicrous-san? No, are you that out of breath? I'll head your way. No, I'll head your way then. I'll give you a push. I probably had a rough idea of where Panterbell was going now that we'd come this far, so even if I lost sight of him, that's just how it was. I couldn't really leave Ludicrous-san be when she sounded so short of breath. Well, that is a fair point. Dots. Ludicrous-san! A relieved smile rose to her lips. She tossed her shoulders back and her soft hair clung to her forehead. I unwittingly found myself fascinated by her red flushed face.
パンターベルは
Oh yeah, he turned at the lodge and kept going ahead.
もしかして湖に行っているのでしょうか
The lake? It's one of those here too?
はいご存知なかったですか
Gozinjo-jinai. Gozinjo-jinai. Never heard of it before, Shiranai. A lake on private property? Amazing.
もともとはそれで合宿所も建てたそうです
Oh, see.
水もとても綺麗ですし気持ちいいですよ私泳ぐのは好きなんです
Wow. Oh yeah, that was where we got a lovely CG that I'm grateful for. God damn, my memories. That was a little unexpected, considering really because I was so bad at performing physical activity. She's good at swimming. Because of buoyancy. Okay, let's go there and take a look. Need a push on the back?
はいお願いします
I walked behind her and gently placed my hand on her back. I could tell how smooth her skin was even through her clothes.
くすぐったいです
Physical day. Oh, I'm sorry.
私背中が弱いみたいで
Oh sorry, excuse me, that was gross. Oh god. Fuck. Oh dear. Is it?
パンターベルがよくいたずらしてくるんですよそれで私に妙な声を出させて困ってしまいます
Jesus, how? Because of such strange noises? Because Panterbell is a pimp. We know that he's a pimp. Hmm? Like this? Having of a dress was thin and strangely got my heart pounding. If it tickles too much, would you like me to stop?
いえ確かに楽ですのでできればお願いしたいのですが
tickling you? Okay, sure. I shook the idle thoughts from my head and focused on the task ahead. It seems as though concentration would be very difficult. Dots.
ありがとうございますおかげで助かりました
No problem. I felt some regret when I pulled my hand away. God damn it. It would have been great if we could have kept going along this mountain path alone together forever. That's what I thought about as I felt her in the palm of my hand.
ここに着くのにもっと時間がかかってくれればよかったのですが
Why are we thinking the same thing?
私ったら勝手な言い草でしたねごめんなさい
Oh no, it's fine. I shook my head as I thought the same thing.
マサヤさんも
It was like, I wanted this to continue on forever. Something like that.
本当に
Yuusha nodded happily. Her smooth cheeks were tinged a bright shade of red, so much so that I could see it under the moonlight. Scene that made me both happy and embarrassed at the same time.
暑くもなく寒くもなく素敵な夜ですものね深夜であることを除いては
Hmm? Yeah. Yuusha herself was far lovelier though. But of course I didn't say something like that out loud. We stood shoulder to shoulder and headed for the lake. There were planks running along the ground and it didn't seem we would have to worry about getting lost. Well, that's handy. Dots. Wow, who knew there would be such a place as pretty as this here?
本当に素敵ですよね
The moonlight reflected off of the lake's quiet surface, making from a very picturesque sight. It looks like it would be a great place to swim. I turned to the shore. The calm waves gently rushed against the shore, making quiet ripples as they broke. It was a little hard to tell this in this darkness, but since Doriko-san said so, I was sure the water was pretty. Panterbell. Hmm?
パンターベルが
Is that all he's doing? Oh, really, Panterbell? Yogica. Huh. Oh, it looks like he noticed us. I noticed there was a fair distance between us, but I sensed that he'd left out quite surprised. Panterbell swam toward us in an unexpectedly dexterous manner. He's doggy paddling? Panterbell's really adept with those short little 4 feet of his, huh? Yeah? He splashed, hopped from the water and claimed his usual place.
びっくりしました。まさかこういうことだったなんて。
Maybe Panterbell just enjoys swimming?
なのでしょうか。
It is a bit
私
odd
も
in
初
a
め
way.
て知りましたが。
And how did he know?
パンターベル、泳ぐのが好きなの？
Good.
やっぱり抱きしめていると暑苦しいのかしら。
She had mentioned something like that before. Did someone hold him against her ample bosom? Huh? Panterbell, I'm jealous. Deal with it, brother. Somebody told me that that wasn't the first time I'd felt that way. Is that why he's been swimming alone? You sure do like to cause people trouble, don't you? I gently pressed and patted my index finger against his tiny forehead.
どうしようかな。まずは尻尾にしてみようかしら。
Oh no, please don't use his tail. His tail?
胴体の代わりに尻尾を抱えていればパンターベルも熱くないのではないかと。
Gotta crack that tail. But that being said, zoom in. I took a look and it did seem like his tail would be quite worth hugging.
試しにしてみますね。
Cute. No, don't hug the tail. It looked like it tickled.
どうもダメみたいですね。では明日はちょっと我慢してみようと思います。
When you say you restrain yourself, does that mean you sleep better if you're hugging something?
そうですね。前は抱き枕を使っていたくらいなので。
They're therapeutic though. They're very therapeutic. It's like an absence of an object in a way, but also it kind of feels an object, so it's like for a bigger sense of security. Even though it helps you not be so lonely when you sleep, it kind of does the opposite at the same time. It's kind of a wide open door, that one, depending on how you look at it. There were people who couldn't sleep unless they laid in their stomachs, so there must be a lot of differences between individuals in their posture and habits when sleeping. I sleep on my back. I can't sleep on my front. Oh my god, it's absolutely suffocating. But hey, maybe it genuinely felt nice for Panterbell too. I should do my eyes over to the lake's surface once more. This place really does look much nicer than a pool. Makes me want to go for a swim too.
では明日というかもう今日ですが泳ぎに来ませんか？
Oh, that sounds good.
本当は勝手に泳ぐのは校則違反なのですが。
Wait, we've got to swim.
まあ構いませんよね。
Okay, we're going to break some rules. Yeah, Nutty code the rule breaker, here we go. Oh, but do you think lots of people will already be gone by tomorrow? A lot of people were saying that they were going home immediately after lunch today. Well, technically yesterday.
も
Hmm?
しよかったら
Yeah.
二人で。
Putty. As soon as I said that, as soon as I said that, I didn't say that. First off, Nuriko said that. As soon as I said that, I was at a loss for words. As she said that, all alone, with Nuriko-san. This unexpected development suddenly sent my heart racing. I looked up, my face bright red, and then she turned away shyly. When her face is flushed, it seems to accentuate her beautiful features. Excuse me, even more. Yeah, I'm no longer yawning, it's because the light was off. That sounds good. I replied in an unintentionally hoarse voice. My elation made it difficult for me to even breathe. Okay, then let's swim here together. Hearing her say something like that and looking so happy about it made my heart swell.
では私とマサヤさんとパンターベルで
Yeah, we're gonna
こ
swim
こ
with
で泳ぎ
Panterbell.
ましょう
Yes, we're gonna dip with Ludicolo and Panterbell all at once. It's the perfect scenario. Sounds good. And with that, it was decided that the two of us and her pet would go swimming together. Is that the end of the chapter? Oh no! Don't tell me that's it. Oh. Oh, is that really the end of the...
第2話神様これはベーゼでしょうか
Oh god, I remember what the Beza is. That's a kiss. Oh, I really wanted to go further on this one. Oh. Oh well, that actually ends off this part of Princess Evangile, guys. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm not allowed. I don't want to get in trouble for it. So, unfortunately, it's the end of Naughtyco's Rick for now. I wanted to continue it so bad. It was awesome. Unfortunately, that is not going to be the case. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want any more from me. And I shall see you in the next video. Sorry, guys. I will indeed see you next time. Oh my god. Oh man, this chapter wasn't that bad actually. It still was pretty good.